Hello, Alex.
Hello, Andrew.
What is this?
This is Brains on the Outside,
What's that?
a comedy podcast about exploring creativity through ridiculous business ideas.
We try and solve problems and talk about things like the universal appeal of mayonnaise.
And what if you could have your very own super encrypted, exciting and interesting number station to send messages to your friends?
Innovative, crazy, not just outside the box, but outside the brain ideas. I think we should get started.
I think we should just get on.
Let's do it. So, Alex, I have quite a big problem.
Yeah.
So, well, big is relative, but there's a lot of streaming services now.
There's freaking millions,
Way
man.
too many. Back in the good old days when there was just Netflix, it was pretty good because everything was on Netflix. And not that I would ever do it, but it kind of made pirating TV shows kind of pointless because it was so simple.
Yeah.
But now there's way too many, and it costs so much money to have access to every TV show that people are talking about.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like back when I was a kid, I had friends who were subscribed to Sky, and their Sky subscriptions were like 60 or 70 or 80 pounds a month,
Yeah,
right?
it's nuts.
It's nuts. And then it was like, oh, Netflix is here and it's 13 pounds a month. And you're like, oh shit, this is amazing. And now it's like, there's Netflix, there's Paramount, there's Star, there's Disney Plus, there's Prime. There's like, we've got like 10 in my house.
Yeah, I'm signed up to a lot of stuff. I just signed up to Paramount as well.
Yeah.
I watch Star Trek. I'm not happy about this situation. So I want us, could we come up with a solution?
Yeah.
Right. So my first suggestion is we create a new streaming service, which I know you're thinking
Oh, yeah.
it's going to add to the problem.
Uh-huh.
But this streaming service will be the better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So my idea is
Uh-huh.
this streaming service is probably quite expensive. It's not £10 a month, it's about 20.
Oh.
But what we're going to do is shot for shot remake every TV show.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh.
we're going to take into consideration critic feedback. Why would you want to watch Friends when you can watch Friends 2? With all the bad bits just fixed. Why do you want to watch Game of Thrones when you can watch Game of Thrones 2? Or we tweak the ending a bit.
Oh, man.
And this, I think, works pretty well.
Yeah.
Because why would you sign up for like HBO Max to watch Game of Thrones when you can sign up for our one
Yeah.
and watch literally everything better?
I feel like this is like you're the Lidl of TV.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Where you're just taking other people's stuff and then making a slightly better version of it,
Yes.
owning it yourself. Like, yeah, man, that's pretty good.
I think it's going to be difficult coming up with... We need to tweak everything a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you got to get around that copyright IP situation as well.
Yeah,
You know-
maybe Severance isn't called Severance, it's called Splitsies.
Yeah.
They don't work in an office, but they work in a bakery. Little things like this.
Yeah. And instead of Game of Thrones, it's like hopscotch of chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of situation. But like, you could learn a lot from Lidl and Aldi off the back of that because that's what they do all the time, right? It's like, Heim's beans.
Also,
Something like that.
just the tiniest little
Just a
sliver,
little
so the
bit,
copyright infringement lawyer can't come get
Yeah,
us.
they can't come and get you for that. And like, yeah, and if they did, everyone would hate you for going after you, right?
Yeah,
like that whole Colin the Caterpillar situation that Marks and Spencer's kicked off, where Aldi were like, yeah, we did. What of it? And everyone was like, Marks and Spencer's, you're mean.
That's actually a really good point enabling us to do this. There's a lot of like pretty egregious copyright theft in food industry. Why can't we just apply that to our streaming service?
Yeah.
I think we can get past it. And the amount of money we're raking in, we're going to have some really good lawyers.
Some big lawyers, yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Like, how are you going to decide what critical feedback you are going to take on and what critical feedback you're not going to take on?
This is going to be very difficult, I believe.
Because you're going to end up with a Homer car
Yeah.
for every TV show.
My fear is when you get to something like Star Wars
Uh-huh.
and then separating the actual good feedback
From the man babies.
from the man babies.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in some level it will be my subjective opinion. Maybe there's a voting system. Maybe there's a tier, right?
Yeah.
Base tier is
Consume the content.
consume content. The second tier is you get to vote on like,
man.
yeah, like, should Scrubs have kept going? You can vote yes or no, and we'll stop it there. Maybe third tier is you get to send letters into the writer's room, and we promise we won't throw them away right away.
Like you've like Kickstarter but for every TV show ever.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see this working actually in like an insane way. I could actually see it being a thing.
I mean, what is the difference between this and fan fiction?
You're like Sweding every TV show.
Yeah.
Forever. Just recreating every single one.
This is the Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah, of every show. Would it be like super high quality, or are you going for like a more kind of retro funky like Swede style where it's like, oh, we've just cut this together from a bunch of camcorder footage?
I think if we're being honest,
Mm-hmm.
I want to dream big, you know. I want it to be 4K, actual cinema, actual like cinema quality stuff, shot by like, you know, real actual cinematographers. But I think to start off, it's going to have to be pretty low budget, iPhones and cardboard. That's what I'm imagining the first 30 years of EastEnders. You know, it's going to be pretty low budget.
There's an interesting time challenge here, because if you've got 30 years worth of EastEnders, you have to record 30 years worth of EastEnders, but in like the space of 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. This is the next thing actually. They aren't available on demand.
Okay.
You have to give me lead time.
Oh, so they're like made to order.
Made to order. But once they're made, anyone accesses them in real time.
Okay.
So maybe that's built into the pricing scheme. If you want to watch something that me and you haven't, like you want to watch Avengers Age of Ultron, well, we haven't made that yet.
Okay.
But if you give us 2.5 weeks
Yeah.
and you're on tier 4, we will get that done.
Oh, this I'm very excited about.
Maybe the commissioner, the first person to ask for it, is the person who dictates the changes.
Oh, God. That's terrifying, Andrew.
There'll be an editorial and ethics board.
A massive ethics board. Yeah. That's where most of the money's going. Okay, let me take this maybe in a different direction.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What if there aren't enough streaming services?
We need more.
Yeah.
How many more?
One for every TV show.
Okay, so I go home.
Right, because there's a lot of content on Netflix that I just don't give a shit about and don't want to watch.
Right. So how expensive is a subscription service to say season 4 of New Girl?
Down to a season level already. I mean, I guess that's like that works well. Like I was thinking about it as full shows, but maybe down to like an individual season is actually pretty interesting, because then you could also skip the bad seasons as well. Yeah,
I think this is value in that it's your original vision, right? It's following the original vision of your product, which was you don't want to watch the crap on Netflix. You don't want to pay for that.
Exactly, yeah. Like season 2 of Friday Night Lights is supposed to be really bad, so just no one watches it. So you just skip it. You just buy season 1, 3, 5. It's like back to the old days of DVDs, right?
Yeah,
but, yeah.
You've come pretty close to the old days of DVDs. Is there extra benefits then of the subscription service?
Yeah,
do you own it forever? Is there a specific app you have?
I got it.
How do you...
So the thing is, right? Currently, you don't get to keep that content forever, right? This is a frustration that I always have with books. If I buy a paper book, I also want to get the ebook version of that immediately.
That's true.
And I have to buy both separately.
Yeah.
With this new subscription TV service where you buy it in fact, you can buy it by show, episode, or season.
Right.
Right? You get that content forever in every single possible format in perpetuity.
So we give you the Netflix thing, we give you the Amazon Prime, we send you the Betamax and the Laserdisc.
You want it in a specific format, we'll put it in that format for you.
That's
Flickbook, Zoetrope.
Oh, that's actually really cool, being like, I want to experience A New Hope in the form of interpretive dance. We ring you up and we're like, here we go. Let's do this.
Yeah, we ever do like live stage show of anything that we've ever created. If you've bought if you've bought a license to that, then you can go and see that in that format.
You can just demand it being yeah.
If it's on in then maybe there's a local showing of a film that you like and have bought on our service in your local cinema. You just walk in, you don't have to buy a ticket because you are part of that. Like you own it. You own that content.
That's good you said that, because the haters, I can already see them. They're going to say, hold on, you can't just create the book version of it, but you can, because you want a slice of it.
Oh man, I mean, you think You've actually invested into this
Oh,
TV show.
I thought so. You are now a shareholder of a bit of the IP.
No, you've taken this a whole new direction that I kind of love. Do you own an individual like bit? Do you own one scene? Oh God, no. Yes, yeah. Okay, maybe it's the subscription service goes down to like individual scenes that you can buy that scene and it actually becomes yours.
How much authority do you have over it?
All of it. You own the IP to that specific segment of that movie or TV show or...
Okay, so let's work through this. I buy the scene in Lost where they open the hatch and meet Desmond for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Can I just take it out?
Yeah.
I can just erase it.
You own it.
Can I deep fake myself into it?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. I mean, that's perfect.
It's gone forever. No one ever you've got the only copy of it. You own it. That's it. You own the original tape for that thing, for that one scene. Anyone wants to show it, and wants to show that one scene anywhere at any time, they have to show the version that you have. If you lose it, that's it. It's gone. If you change it, if you've modified it, if you deepfaked yourself into it and re-recorded it onto that piece of tape, that's what goes in.
That's what goes in. We go back, we find the source material, we just chuck it right in the skip.
It's the ultimate user-generated content, right? You own it now. That's it.
It's like the ship of Theseus, but in Star Wars. Like, how much of Revenge of the Sith can you make yourself and still call it Revenge of the Sith?
I mean, this is like a crossover between your thing and my thing, where like it's not just the critics' feedback, it's whoever has the money to buy that scene and gets there first. It's like you want to buy the scenes from Friends where Rachel and Joey don't get together and you make it so that they do.
This is a little dystopia. I think there needs to be checks and balances here. No checks and balances.
No checks and balances. Whoever's paid the most gets it, and they like holy shit. Yeah, when you it's like an NFT situation, right?
Right.
I paid enough money for it. It's mine. You come along, pay more money. It's now yours.
Right.
You get all of the editing history as well, all the way back. Ooh. So if you want to put it back the way it was, you can do that.
Yeah.
And we as the company that runs this whole process, we always take a cut.
Yeah. Okay.
Of it. So you buy it, make it so that Rachel and Joey do get together. I'm like, nah.
This can't be happening.
I pay like £5 more, take it back off you, make it so that they don't get together. Just put it back the way it was. And you're like, nah. Pay £10 more. It goes backwards and forwards. But every time money exchanges hands, our TV co is like
10%.
Ka-ching.
This is legitimately be a really interesting way to fund an independent movie.
Yeah. Be mad.
Absolute chaos. So coincidentally today, the ad we have is actually quite relevant to our subscription service conversation.
No way.
This app, which I've been finding really useful, it tells you when to stop watching a TV show.
It's at that point at which you've edited it to make us
effectively, yeah. So it's not like, some Netflix pops up being like, "Are you still watching?"
Yeah.
It's not like that. It pops up being like, "Oh, we noticed you're on episode. You're about to start the last season of Game of Thrones. Oh. Maybe you want to bail out at this point.
Oh man,
you're about to watch the final season of Lost.
Ooh,
maybe consider not. Yeah. Oh, it's the other way. Oh, you're watching season 1 of Parks and Recreation.
Oh, just skip a few.
Skip a few.
Yeah.
So that's it. It just helps you out, stops you watching all that crap episodes.
That sounds really useful. What's it called?
It's got a really crap name. It's called App That Tells You When Your Show is Crap. And they emailed me this, and I was like, guys, this name is gonna really hold you back. And they were adamant. It is called App That Tells You When Your Show is Crap.
That's a nice dodge, Andrew. That's good. Sweet. That's good. Have we got... How much does it cost, man?
Right now, it is a really heavily based on ads. Like, it is super annoying to use. It's constantly popping up. Man. But they're going onto a subscription service soon. And if you use a code BOTOTV, you get 10% off.
Yeah, okay. That sounds really good. I'd actually subscribe to that because, like, as I said before, like, season 2 of Friday Night Lights, apparently you skip that.
Yeah, that's like 20 hours of your life you'd be wasting.
How granular does it go? Does it get down to, like, individual bits of episodes, turn it off now or skip 5 minutes now?
oh boy, I see a version 2 coming. Yeah, it's like pops up being like, guys, you don't watch this.
You could give it your preferences as well. I don't want to see any kissing.
Yeah, there's like a when you're watching it on your phone, there's a little graph of like how good is the show at this point, and then every so often just like the graph shoots up being like bad, and then you can skip past that bit until it's good again. Oh, they're holding hands, no.
It's like that bit out of The Princess Bride where he's reading the book and like he gets to the kissing scene. The kid's like, nope, skip on ahead. Like my kids would love that. Like, oh my god, they're kissing. Oh. That's fab. That was a good ad. That sounds like a good service.
Thank you.
I will subscribe. What if someone else had something that they wanted to advertise on the show? How would they get in touch, Andrew?
They could email us at brainsontheoutside@gmail.com. You could use our Twitter, which is brainsoutside, or you could contact us on Instagram on brainsontheoutside.
Fabulous. Now should we just crack on with the PM segment of the show?
Let's crack on with the PM segment.
So Andrew, it's the afternoon segment.
It is the afternoon segment.
I had a delicious ad lunch.
That was a great ad lunch, and I had a very delicious AM breakfast Netflix streaming thing.
Fabulous. So for this afternoon segment, we've had one of our listeners ask us a little question.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I know. So Sam from Durham, she works in a big company, and several of her colleagues recently have been approached by a competitor who've tried to poach them, not in the cooking sense.
That's actually probably the best scenario of them, not getting poached in the cooking sense.
Yeah, it's true. And she's asked us, like, what businesses could we create that would prevent people from being poached by very aggressive recruiters from other businesses?
That's a good question.
I think it's a good question.
It's that happens where we work as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like people get poached, and like I'm constantly getting like LinkedIn messages from recruiters
showing off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's a really common problem these days, you know, especially for a company that's like the size of our company or the size of Sam's companies, you know, where there are companies that are much, much bigger who can come along and offer more money and all that sort of thing, and be quite aggressive about their approaches. So, like, what could we do to help alleviate this problem in every direction, right?
I think what immediately springs to my mind is we, on some hand, let it happen, but we will have staff who we set up like LinkedIn profile. We'll have fake staff. They don't really work at the company, but their LinkedIn profiles look so good.
Oh, yeah.
So the recruiters are drawn to them.
Yeah.
They're sending them crazy ads, you know? And when we'll play a bit of hardball and make them work for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that'll take them all their time.
I think that actually works quite well as well, because like one of the things that the recruiters from other businesses or recruiters just in general will do is like, if they find a company that's got good people, they'll just work through every person who works for that company trying to poach them. This also makes me think, like, in your version, there is no employee, but what if we had like purposefully bad, like ringers, purposefully bad employees? So you're like, oh, we poached this person for what instance, they look amazing. And then they get there and they're like absolutely terrible. They're like a total idiot.
Totally shit.
They're a complete doofus.
They're LinkedIn, their Twitter, all the right stuff. We've coached them through the interview, so they are actually perfect for that. But as soon as they get there, they're like, computer? What's this?
Yeah. Do you design cars? Cool. Have you ever thought about a car with five wheels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it didn't go vroom and went
Exactly. So then they'd be like, oh shit, we made a mistake.
Let's avoid this place.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
And then if that person's like gone, they come back to us.
Yeah.
And we just do it again. You do it again.
Yeah. Because they can become really valuable in your organization as a way to stop other people from poaching your staff. I mean, they're obviously all the standard stuff about like, you know, making it difficult to poach people by treating them really well, which is the thing that we try and do.
Yes, that's obviously,
you know?
Yeah,
let's just get that out of the way before we do the funny stuff. So one thing that crosses my mind is like, you know, a big company like Google will come along, they'll poach people from Facebook. Facebook will come along, poach people from Google.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's not going to work out right.
No.
Okay, each company is going to have taken the wrong person. Not going to be a good cultural fit. Maybe they haven't got the right skills. But now they have this new employee that they don't know what to do with.
Yeah. I see.
Okay, so bear that in mind. And now also think about the Cold War spy swaps that used to happen.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. The US and the UK would like exchange spies with Russia. Like, oh, we've got 2 of your Russian spies.
Mm-hmm.
You've got one of our, British spies. We'll swap them back. And it always happened on a bridge.
Really
in the middle
cool
of the night.
bridge. Yeah, definitely.
Like, pulled up either side. Well, why don't we just build a bridge in San Francisco and one in Seattle to do that?
To this. You go there with like Chris. They go with Belinda.
Yeah.
It's midnight. You flash your lights.
Yeah.
Both go across the bridge.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, yeah. There's someone shouts, is that Belinda from accounts? And she's like, yes. Is that Martin from marketing? Yes.
What if they don't bring the right person?
Oh man, it's off.
It's off.
Deal's off.
Deal's
yeah.
off.
Like, all hell breaks loose. Everyone drives away.
They go on their Glassdoor page, be like, this company is not trustworthy.
Yeah, trust
One star.
out the window. It's just completely destroyed, right? Yeah.
Now, obviously, this isn't for getting a new job. This is just for poaching scenarios with recruiters. I was thinking about, I don't know very much about football, but from my understanding, there is one day where everyone is transferred. What if there is
Transfers day for business?
poaching, transfers, recruiter day?
Oh man.
One day a year. And yeah, all transfers happen then.
That's really good.
Maybe not. It's shown on Sky Sports.
Man, that just makes me think about fantasy football, but for businesses and for people in businesses. But then I realized that that's actually just the stock market.
The stock market. That's how our economy works.
Which is fucking batshit insane. It's mad.
I kind of had the opposite idea. I guess here what we're doing is trying to find ways to sort of make it easier for companies to function. I guess there's a bit more of a what if you're in a bad job.
Oh yeah.
And you want out.
Yeah.
Or you at least want to get more money or better conditions. What if we run a fake company that will fake poach you? You'll approach us, be like, can I be appearing that I'm getting poached?
Okay.
And we'll send through a contract that's like not incredible, that like good enough that your current company would negotiate with you.
Oh, so it's for people who don't like having the like money chat or like I want to pay rise chat.
Oh yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think I deserve a pay rise.
Yeah.
I'm awkward about having that conversation, but it would be a lot easier if I could go and say, someone else has offered me a job for this much money.
Yeah, and we'll just send you through that.
That
thing. Now, I think obviously what happens if this game of chicken doesn't work out for you?
Yeah.
I guess maybe we have to find you a new job, or maybe there's like a bit of money that goes into this company that you pay them, goes into sort of like slush fund that'll bail you out.
Yeah, it's like insurance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, job poach insurance. That's pretty good as well.
Do you think we helped Sam here?
Yeah, I think we've helped Sam here.
So the solution is we'll provide you with employees who will look really good and act really good and interview on LinkedIn, but when they're hired, they will then act incredibly incompetent, thus scaring recruiters away from your company forever.
Yeah, I think that sounds legit.
That's it.
The only thing this doesn't do though, in that situation is like there are definitely companies out there at the moment who are quite aggressively poaching people and then not using them for anything just so that other people don't have them.
Yeah.
Right? Which is a practice which sucks and should be illegal. However, right, there is a massive business opportunity there as well.
Okay.
Because like, Google hiring people from Facebook and they're not doing anything with them. Facebook are hiring people from Apple and not doing anything with them. Apple are hiring people from Amazon and not doing anything with them. Amazon, everyone is hiring everyone else's staff and then benching them. That's expensive.
Yeah.
What if we created a whole new company?
Second company, okay. That uses the bench people from the first company.
No.
Okay.
Everyone, all of those big businesses, pays us and we poach and bench the people for them. So we're just like a centralized place. And we have a contract with Google, we have a contract with Facebook, and we have a contract with Apple. Like we have non-compete contracts with them. We will never do any bit of work that overlaps with what they do.
Right.
But we just go and we hire like all of the best AI people into our business.
Yeah.
And then instead of them doing AI, they do like stand-up comedy instead. Or they like knit. Or we have them knitting. So they're not competing with these big companies.
Yeah.
And it's costing Google a lot less because they're just paying a subscription service to us. We're offsetting the cost by getting them these staff knitting.
So, little sketchy.
Yeah.
Little sketchy this plan.
Not more sketchy than what anyone's doing already, right?
But I guess this does have to add a benefit of then we can sell these knit jumpers on Etsy.
Yeah.
And make a little bit of the money back.
Yeah, we do. We make some charity money back.
I was going to suggest actually that we could then use these people. We could use these AI people to develop new products and services. Then I realized actually what we've done there is create another tech company that records people.
Yeah, exactly. We have to be that neutral company that doesn't do that stuff because otherwise why would Google and Facebook use us? Because we'd be competing with them. So we actually have to do a thing which is so completely different.
I mean, that would, in this universe, definitely work.
Yeah, horrifically. Anyway, Andrew, that was the show, man.
That was the show.
I loved it again.
It's always a pleasure.
It is.
To record this.
Truly. So let's just round up real quick. If someone wanted to get in touch with the show, what should they do?
They should email us at Brains on the Outside. They should tweet at us at Brains Outside, or they should go on our Instagram, message us there, Brains on the Outside. We're looking for problems you're having or business ideas you have.
Or articles that you might have seen in the press about big problems in business or industry or in the world that maybe we could help to fix.
But you know, it'd be the absolute best thing they could do, Alex.
What is that, Andrew?
If you could just tell your friends about the show, that would be super helpful.
That would be super, super helpful. We're really proud of this show. We love making it.
We do love making it.
We love making it. The absolute best thing for us would be that we had more people listening to it.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah. Anyway, until Monday.
Until next Monday.
Keep your brain on the outside, Andrew.
Keep your brain on the outside.